Seem to have lost somebody. Did we?
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't. All right. Well, thank you to everyone who is here. I'm sorry your classmates couldn't join you, but you'll be listening to this via the recording, hopefully. So we're in the second webinar of Module 4. So we're moving our way through here quickly. Lots to do. The next few weeks are be pretty packed. So without further ado, I'm just going to turn it over to Hugh and have him lead us in learning how to do data entry.
Okay, everybody. Thanks. Before I get started, I just wanted to do a quick reprise of some of the stuff that we did last week. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Now let me see if I can find what I'm looking for, which should be nice. Yeah, okay, fine. Here we are. We talked about the frequency of, wait a minute, I'm not sure if you can see this. Can you see this, everybody?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Okay, we talked about the frequency of data collection, and we said that you would collect data usually around about the fifth training meeting in the fourth week. You'd collect data thereafter every 3 months. And we told you that as you go further forward in the cycle, the data gets more and more reliable. But the most important data collection point is the last one, because that gives us the full result of the year's work. Now, one thing I want to clarify here, and this is a misconception that many people have, this table shows 36 weeks. It is not the standard. It is not the standard length of a cycle. The cycle is normally a year, but it cannot be less than 9 months. So we've shown the shortest possible cycle here, but normally it is 12 months. So don't look upon this and think it's typical, and that's what you have to actually implement. Okay, now I'm now going to share with you another document. Okay, if I can get it to it, here we are. And then we went through the data collection form, and we said there were 3 parts to it. We had what we call static data, which was the data you collected at the formation of the group, and we said that this never changed. We then said that you had what we call cycle data, which is data that you collected at the start of each cycle, okay? And then underneath here, we had the rest of the data down to this point here, which we said, pardon me, just a minute. There we had starting from there, member information, loans and savings, other assets and liabilities, and dividends and shares. And we said that you collect these data every time you visit the group for a data collection event. So these data here that I shaded gray, you'd collect every 3 months. And we said that you have a worksheet on the side here, which allows you to know how many shares people have bought and what is the value of their loans outstanding. And then we showed you this table here, which said, okay, if you fill this in, you will find out whether the group is making money or losing money. So those were the items that we covered. Now, what I'm going to do today is on Canvas. Let me just get rid of this. Stop share. Right, and I'm going to go now to another. I'm going to go to another page. Okay, and now here. Right. Okay. We have a data entry assignment, which is you set up your MIS, and now the time has come for you to enter data. And what we have done is we have created a table here in which we have 5 pages of data, and we have, as you can see here, 4. You can see, if you look carefully, you can see you have data on 4 groups. And here you have the static data. Here you have the cycle data. And here you have what we call the regular data. So you have that for 4 groups, and you have 4 pages, 3, 4, and you have 2 for the last page. So that's 18 sets of data entry. So the exercise that you'll go through is we're going to request you to fill out data on all 18 groups. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how this is done. Okay? So I'm going to go to the MIS. Okay. Now, if you remember, you go to the MIS by typing in MIS here. You see the savix.org. And then what you do is you type in the name that we've given you. And if you look here, it's Mendeleo. And then my group is A. So I look down here and I find A, Mendeleo, Tanzania, VSLA, MISA. Then what I'm going to do is I am not going to enter as the MIS administrator because the MIS administrator cannot enter data. The only persons who can enter data are the project administrator and the data entry officer. So I'm going to put in the credentials for the project administrator, admin1, and then I'm going to put in my password 111111, and I'm going to sign in. Right, so here I am, and you'll see I've got nothing showing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to data entry. And if you remember last time, what we did when we configured the MIS, we entered the names of the trainers, and we have here a table of trainers. Okay, so let me just sort it so that it makes some sense. You have village agents, supervisors, and field officers. Okay. All right, so all this was created, but now, so that enables me now to enter data on a group. Okay, so what I do first of all is this. I add a new group. It asks me to add a new group, and it asks me for the group name. And I'm going to look at the name of the group, okay? And this one is Umoja, okay? And the group is trained by, when I click on it, you'll notice now I have a list of all the names of all the trainers. I don't have the name of supervisors, but I have field officers and I have village agents, okay? Now this particular person is Lillian Ndolu, okay? Who is a group paid agent, and the date of first training is 22/02/2019. Number of members at creation of group was 21. Okay, now I save because this is my static data. Okay. And it asks me if I want to add a data set or not. Now, if I don't add a data set, I've stored the name of the group, but it has no data associated with it. Now, I don't see much point in this, so I only usually even create a group if I have some data to add. So I'm going to add a data set. And now you'll notice it takes me, we've got now 3 tabs. We have the static data, we have the cycle data, and we have the data set. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to fill in the cycle number, which is cycle number 1. Now the date saving started this cycle is 26/02/2018. The group status is supervised. The group is monitored by Lillian Ndolu. And now it said registered members when saving started this cycle. Well, actually, according to this, it's now 23 because this could happen because since, to look at the static data, you were 21 on the, what date was that? The 22nd. But on the 26th, you were 23. A couple more people had decided to join the group. Okay. And then the savings reinvested at the start of cycle is 0 because this is the first cycle, you won't have any. And property is 0. Okay, now I've done that and I don't save it. I go straight now to the data set. Now the date of data collection is 26/03/2019. Number of registered members now is still 23. Number of registered women is 19. Number of members attending this meeting is 21. Dropouts this cycle is 0. Oh, pardon me, I don't want to have 210. Dropouts this cycle are 0. Value of savings this cycle is 175,000. Value of loans outstanding is 165,000. Number of loans outstanding is 4. Write-offs this cycle is 0. Loan fund cash in the box is 12,500. Bank balance is 0. Social fund balance is 19,000. Property now is 0. External debts are 0. And then it asks me the question, dividends paid this cycle, and I put 0. Remember we said you don't have dividends for groups that share out at the end of the cycle, only for groups that never share out. So that is not something we will be doing. Then the question is this an end of cycle share out distribution meeting? And the answer is no, because we're still just beginning.
Hugh?
I'm going to save it.
Hugh, William
Yes.
saying he's on his screen, you can only see assignment 1 initial data entry. So people can't see what you're entering.
Oh,
In fact, they're only seeing, actually part of the screen is even cut off, so.
I'm on my screen. It's fully showing. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just stop the sharing and resume the sharing. Okay, stop sharing, and then I'll just resume. How much of it can you see?
Right now we don't see anything.
You don't?
Right this moment we don't see anything.
Well, I've got the video is showing. I don't know what's up. Let me just try again here. Let me go back to sharing the screen. Where are we? Share screen. Okay, now I assume you can see me now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. Now I'm going to share the screen with the data, and I'll go and do it all over again. Let's see if I can get to it. Wait a minute.
Earphone.
Yes, we can see now.
Stop sharing, and I'm going to share again, and I'm going to go to here. Now tell me if you can see my full screen.
Yes, we can see now.
Okay, then let me just go back because I think it's important that we get this right. So we started off with static data, and you'll notice that it's now turned gray because I've saved it, and it means I can't change it easily. I can change it, but I'm going to get back into that later. And you'll notice it shows that I haven't entered any GPS data, and by default, it puts the GPS at the prime meridian, the 0 meridian, and the equator, which is in the middle of the Atlantic, so you could ignore it. Okay, so that's static data. Then we have cycle data here, which is showing the data for that particular cycle, and then I was on to the final data set here, and I started off by saying the data, it's on the form that we have, which we have provided to you, or will provide to you. So I got down to the bottom of that, and everything was done, and then I saved that data set. And it said, date, an error occurred. Data collection may not proceed, date saving started this cycle. Okay, now what did I say then on the data set? I said 2603-2019. And this is data collection may not, well, that's really strange. I'm going to quit this and I'm going to start again. Cancel. Discard data. Now we've got the static data in, so let us add a data set. Okay, cycle number 1. Date saving started this cycle 26/02/2019. Okay, savings reinvested at start of cycle 0, property at start of cycle 0, main data set, data collection. Oh, sorry, wait a minute, there's a mistake there. This is 2202-2019. Okay, that's correct. And this was 23. This is cycle data. Okay, wait a minute. That's right, okay. Right, so this is 2202. The data set is 2603-2019. Number of registered members now is 23. Number of registered women is 19. Number of members attending meeting is 21. Dropouts this cycle is 0. The value of savings this cycle is 175,000. Hold on, 175,000, 175. Hold on a second. 175. Something's gone wrong. I can't, this has never happened before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quit this whole thing. I'm going to discard data. I'm going to log out and I'm going to log back in. There's obviously some interruption with the internet. So let me just put in my credentials and then 1. Okay, so then, all right, data entry. We already have a group registered, so we add a data set. Cycle number 1. Date savings started this cycle 2602-2019. Supervisor Lillian Dodo. That should be 23, and that is 0, and that is 0. Data set 2603-2019, 23, 19, 21. It's not receiving data. I don't know what's gone wrong here. I have no idea. This is a system error. And I have to call software group to find out what's gone wrong. This is not as it should be. I'm very, very sorry. Maybe what I'll do, in case it is just something stupid that I've done, is I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to create a new group. Okay, so let's just try adding a new group. Okay, Chapakazi. Chapakazi, oops. Chapakazi. And that is Julia Majara. And the date of first training is 2602-2019. Number of members at creation of group is 15. And I saved my static data. I add a data set. Cycle number 1. Okay, 02032019. Supervised Julia Majara, and that's 15. It's still correct. That's 0. That's 0. Data set is 30-03-2019. Well, that won't do.
Well, at least everyone's getting this entry.
The number of registered members now is 14. Registered women now is 14. Number of members attending meeting is 12, and dropouts are 2. And the value of savings this cycle, this is where we ran into a problem, 223, 500, 225, 000. 6, 0, 200. Bank balance 0. Social fund balance 12,000. Property now 0. External debts 0. Dividends paid this cycle 0. And this is not an end of cycle share out meeting. So let's make sure I've got everything right here. That my starting date was 2602. That's good. 203 and the data set 1303. Okay, now I'm saving. Okay, now it has saved that data set. Okay, I must have done something wrong on the first one. I'm going to have to check on that and get it cleared and do it again. But you'll notice that the group number has been automatically assigned to the group. Now, if I was to erase Umoja, that 0001 would not be available for a future group. It's not it doesn't really tell you how many groups you've got. It is just a code number. Okay, so if I'm not going to erase Umoja because I hope that I'll be able to correct those data. And so maybe I can even try now. Okay, let me just try cycle number 1. Let's see, what was it? 2602. 2602 2019. Supervised, as we said, there were 23. And that was 0, and that was 0. Not sure if this is going to work, but we hope for the best. 26, 26, 03, 2019. Number of registered members now is 23. Number of registered women now is 19. Number of members attending this meeting is 21. Dropouts this cycle is 0. Value of savings this cycle is 1. Yes, it's working now. It must have been a temporary internet problem. $12,500. Bank balance is 0. 19,000. Property now is 0, 0, 0. And right, now let's see if this will save. Yes, it saved. It must have been a temporary interruption. So now you'll see I've got two groups. Now the thing I want you to look at is this. When I have a group here, it gives me, when I create a group, I get this list here under the group heading. Okay, and it will just give a list of all the groups. Now when I click on a group, you'll notice when I say view data sets, it shows a single data set. Now if I go and visit that group again, okay, and I add new data, I will get another data set under here, and another data set under here, and another data set under here. So this is where all the data sets are stored, okay? Now, one thing I want you to note is that I made a mistake, and I'm going to show you how I correct it. Go to trainers and supervisors, and I look at this one, Lillian Ndolu, and I've misspelled her name. It's got a comma in it. So I'm going to edit it. Go to Lillian Ndolu. Lillian Ndolu. Save. So that's now corrected. Okay, good. Now, when I go back to groups, I said that you cannot normally, you can edit a data set. Okay, you can. So if I go here, for example, and I say, I click on here, I can view data sets. Here's my data set, and now I can edit it. I can change anything that is in there. Okay, so that's fine. But if I go back, I'm going to go back. I've now got my groups here. If I need to change anything on my static data, the only place I can do it is where the group name first appears. So I click on here and notice it says I can edit static data. So I click on here and it will allow me to edit static data except for the name of the person training. You can change the name of the group, you can change the date of first training, and you can change the number of members. Okay, so basically that's it. I've shown you how to enter 2 data sets. Now, the exercise. Oh, no, but no, before I get on to the exercise, are there any questions?
Hugh, I'm back. I managed to log in, Hugh.
Oh, great, Andrew. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Just a question. There's in your screen, there's something up there that's saying not secure. Is that referring to the connection? Is that why
Saying what?
Not secure?
Oh, that's no, that has nothing to do with the connection at all. That has to do with the fact that the connection to the server is not a secure connection, and we don't worry about that because we're not dealing with money.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's a safe thing. Okay, any questions from anybody? I see we've got more people now.
Maybe you can also edit Chapkaz. It says Chapkaz instead of Chapakaz so that they.
Oh, a name of group. Now there's a problem, because the one thing I can't change is the name of the group. See, I made a mistake, didn't I? Okay, so let's take a look. Edit static data. Wait a minute, I can change it. Yes, I can. Chapakazi, there we are. I can't change the name of the field officer, so I save. Okay, thanks for catching that, Andrew. Andrew is a detail person. I tend to be a bit too quick sometimes and make silly mistakes. All right, now basically what you've seen is I've entered 2 data sets, and now what we've got, if I revert back to, I'm going to stop sharing screen just a minute, and now I'm going to revert back to the assignment. Okay, now the assignment, okay, basically with the assignment here, you'll see what we've got is I've entered data on Umoja and Chapakazi, but then I've got to carry on and do Consolata A and Bondeni. Then I've got to do Harambe, Consolata B, Tunapenda Kazi, and Maendeleo ya Wanawake, and I continue onwards, and I have 4 pages of 4 groups and 1 page of 2 groups. So there's 18 groups. So the exercise is this, and you have 7 days to complete it, is to enter the data on the 18 groups. Going through it exactly as I've just gone through it. Now, if there's anything else you would like me to go through, if you'd like me to do it again so you're clear about it, I can do that. Any questions, any comments, any requests? My word, you're a quiet lot.
Maybe I can ask a question here.
Yes, Andrew.
Is to the students. Is everybody clear that when you log in, you're going to enter data in your MIS and in your project? He was entering his MIS and his project.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent point, Andrew. Let me just show you what we're talking about here. Let's see now if I can dig it out. Hold on, I'm just going to have to find it. Where are we? You've all got credentials, right? You understand that I'm going to dig out the list of credentials and I'm going to show them to you so that we're clear. I don't want any mistakes on this. Let's see. Right. Module 4, credentials, where are we? Well, here we are. Module 3, I think. Okay, here we are. I'm just going to put this up on the screen just a minute. All right, here we are. Good, good, good. No, I haven't got the right one. Just a minute. I have to go and search for the, oh, I know where it is. It's okay. Passport, summon, entry, Chanel, iTunes. Just a moment. Right. I think we've got it here. Yes. Okay, now let me share my screen with you again. If I can find you, where are you? Ah, here we are, share. And where are you? Where is that one I've just created? No, unfortunately, I actually can't see it. It's, let me just.
You like me to share my screen here? I've got it with me.
Okay, that'll do. That's good, Andrew. Go ahead.
And just while there's a little pause here, Jeanette, if you're listening, I sent you a private message over in chat. If you'd please take a look at it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Now, okay, thanks, Andrew. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it on
Now
my end.
you can see I've got everybody has got this. So we've got the name of the MIS. Okay. We've got the name of the MIS. We have the username, which is the MIS username, and we have the password. Now, if you're going to start entering data, you are not going to use the MIS credentials. You're going to use the credentials for the project administrator, which in my case is Padmin1, and the password is 111111. Likewise with Andrew, it's Padmin2 and 222222. And you should have created the correct credentials for the project administrator when you set up your MIS. And I believe Andrew has confirmed that that's correct. So when you're entering data, you will use the Padmin and the associated number that goes with it as a password for your particular. So in this particular case, if we're getting Emerson will will open up Maendeleo Tanzania VSLA MISC. And then he will open up, he will just simply type in Padmin3 as the username and 333333 as the password. And then he will create his groups. Thanks for that clarification, Andrew.
So like, for example, the last person on that list is Jeanette Mutejo.
Yes.
Yeah, Jeanette Mutejo, do you know what's your MIS name?
141414.
No, that's your password for your Padmin 14. What's your MIS name?
Mine, Maendeleo.
It's there on the list on my screen. Maendeleo Tanzania VSLA MISN, correct?
MISP.
No, you're Jeanette, is it?
MISN.
Yes, correct. So what's your username for project administrator?
Project administrator.
Yeah, what's your username?
Is
Okay, Jeanette.
is SMD.
No. For Padmin, project administrator, not MIS administrator.
Let's be clear about something here, Jeanette, and everybody else. The square that is in yellow That is the line that indicates the information relating to the MIS administrator, okay? That is the person who sets up the MIS and sets up the project, okay? Now, the name of the MIS is Maendeleo Tanzania VSLA MISN, because you're the one who creates the MIS. However, if you want to register, if you want to go into it as the project administrator, you're going to type Padmin 14 and 141414, because that's what happens at the project level. And the project is Maendeleo VSLA Hanang N. Okay, now maybe Andrew, we can actually go there and take a look at it so that we can be sure we've got this right. Okay, so could you let me take over the screen again, please?
Yeah, let me unshare. Let me stop sharing now.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, now let me go and take a look at it. I'm going to share, and I'm going to go into the MIS, I hope. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we are. Okay, now I'm going to quit. Okay, now remember, when I enter, I have the MIS name, okay, and that is Maendeleo Tanzania, and you are N. I think that's correct, yes?
Yes,
And
I'm N.
and your username is Padmin, what is it?
Padmin 14.
14. And your password is?
14, 14, 14.
Right, you've got it. Now I sign in, and there I am. And I go to data entry, and I go to groups, and I add new group, and I get started, right? So are you clear about where you go? It's the Padmin and with the proper number, and you remember the name of your MIS with the capital letter after it, which has been assigned to you. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thanks. Any other questions?
So we are going also to enter the groups you have done.
Yes. Let me show you again.
Tapakazi and
yes.
It's actually 18 groups.
The 18 groups. We have the 18 groups listed. Not that one. Sorry, we have the 18 groups listed on, I think it's this one. There they are. This is, if you go to the assignment, go to the assignment, this will tell you what we want you to enter. So you have 18 groups data that you have to enter. It won't take long. If you're careful about it, it would probably take you about an hour to an hour and a half, okay? But be very careful.
Okay.
Okay, and watch out for error messages. For example, if you put in a date that the cycle started, which is before the date the group was formed, the system will not accept it, okay? It will reject it and you will get a red message. So just be careful about it, all right? All right, any other questions?
I don't know if Hugh, I don't know if everybody knows where to get the assignment. We could demonstrate that now. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. Let me share my screen.
You want me to stop sharing, I assume, right?
Yes.
Stop sharing, okay. Okay, off you go, Andrew.
Okay. Okay, so right now you can see the assignment, but we want to demonstrate to you how you actually go to the Canvas system and get your assignment. So you go to My Course. Trying to open the website to Canvas. Taking a bit of time there, but it's coming. Can you see it? Can you see that cycle coming up? Okay. So University of New Hampshire, you log in with your credentials.
We can't see your screen, Andrew. All we've got is the assignment.
Okay, let me just. Can you see now?
It's coming. There we are.
Not yet.
Okay, very
see-
good. So that's familiar. The dashboard is familiar to everybody. So you
Yes.
click on the course, okay, and then you click on modules. So it's taking me to the modules, and I'm looking for module 4. I think that's where the assignment is. Module
Right,
4.
module 4, assignment 1.
Yes, so I go there, and there it is. Module 4, assignment 1. I click on it. Then it says here, please note you will not enter the data on the single data collection form that I emailed you, which used in the first webinar in this module, but only the data that is on the attached. So I'm going to click on the attached. There's a problem here.
Go
The
down,
attached,
Andrew. Go down.
the attached says
You know, go down to the bottom. Go down to the
right at
bottom.
the bottom.
Yeah, and click on data forms.
Data forms, yeah.
Okay, now,
Oh, there it is.
okay.
There it is. Can everybody see the assignment?
Yes.
I'm
Okay,
just
so
going,
you see,
Not
okay,
yet.
so you
No,
entered
not-
data for Umoja and Chapakazi. Can you see those first two? So
No,
once you
it's,
enter the first
Not
two,
yet.
it's just showing the screen, the blue screen.
The screen is empty.
the screen is empty.
Blank. Mm.
maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it, Andrew. Okay, let me just see.
Okay, let me stop sharing so you can try.
Let me try it. Let me try it my end. Okay, I'll go to, let's see now. Where
I could
are we?
also try.
Okay, let me go to, okay, just a minute. Hold on a sec. I'm going to have to go to Canvas. Boom, boom, boom. This will take a second. Canvas. I'm just going to log into Canvas. Okay.
Can you share your screen while you're doing that?
I'm going to, but I'm just actually just logging into Canvas right now. So just bear with me for a few seconds. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I have to get it up on my screen and then we'll see. Okay, right. Now I go to, yeah.
Andrew wants to share the steps so that people can make sure
Yeah,
From the-
I now need to,
from the login screen they can follow
yeah,
along with you.
right, I'm just going on to Canvas so that, let me share screen. Okay, now here we have it. Share, all right. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, click on modules. Okay, then I go down to module 4. And then I go to module 4 assignment 1 data entry. I click on that. Okay, and then I go to the bottom and I click on data forms. And I open it. And there it is. Okay. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes, you can see.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think it's the Nairobi superbug, Andrew.
Yeah, Hugh, excuse
Yeah.
me, Hugh. Let's show them that there are 18 groups. I think
Okay, right. So you have
you
4
can see
here
the
on the
first
first.
4 groups, Umoja, Chapakazi. So Hugh has just entered Umoja and Chapakazi. There's a third group, which is Consolata A, and then Bondeni is the 4th group. Then you come down, scroll down.
Next page. Then we
Yes,
have
next
another
page.
4 groups.
Another 4 groups.
Then we go
And then
down,
another 4 groups.
Yes.
another 4 groups. Then
There
another
are
4
actually
groups.
18 groups in total.
And then 2 groups.
2 groups at the end. So you have a total of 18 groups.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, one thing.
And the idea is to go slowly. Don't rush through this. It's very easy to make a mistake. So just step by step.
Okay. And one thing I want you to notice, and I don't want you to get confused by it, is that we have a group here called Maendeleeo. And we carry on down, and we have here another group called Maendeleeo, but it's a different group with a different trainer. Okay? It's perfectly possible that such a thing can happen, okay? And there's no problem, because once you've created the group, it will have a different name. It'll have a different number. Okay, so I think, are we all clear, or any further questions?
All right. Well, obviously this will be a recorded webinar. So anyone wants to go back to it, refer to it, then it'll be there. And apologize for the few delays. When you're ever doing something in real time with computers and the internet and data, possibilities for there to be glitches is just part of life. So appreciate everyone's
Yeah, you
patience.
better believe it.
So, all right. So just to remind everybody, we will have the next webinar will be a week from today, the 25th. We'll be sending out a notice about it. It'll be launching webinar of, this will be the 5th webinar, and it'll be launching module 5. So please watch your email, and we're kind of getting down to the end here. So please make sure you keep up with the homework. If you are behind on the homework, it's really important to catch up. Actually, Jeanette, I've sent you a particular message regarding if you could please just finish your self-assessment. I think everyone has done the self-assessment, but we can't give you grades without self-assessment being done. So just everyone should be aware of that. All right. Are you all still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here. You're here.
I just lost my screen for a minute there. Sorry. Hopefully didn't lose all of you. So yeah, we want to get everybody together on the same page by the 6th module. So it means that you might have to do some extra work to get yourself caught up over the next few weeks, but we really want everybody to graduate together and be able to use this really powerful software and understand it. And so just anything we can do to make that possible for you, make it easier for you, please let us know. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you in 1 week. Have a good week.
You just want, Bill, can I just say one last comment?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please don't leave this assignment to the end. You'll be really in a good place if you just begin it as soon as you can. And I'll be looking to see how you're progressing and sending you messages. Thank you.
Yes, let me add something here. If
you.
there's any difficulties, if you're really struggling and you can't make it work in some way or another, it's really essential you contact us, and we'll give you one-on-one supervision. Okay, now my Skype address is HUGH_Allen. Okay, so if you run into problems, give me a shout if you see me on Skype, and I'll help to resolve it with you on screen. Okay.
All right. Remember that Andrew and Hugh are always available, and I'm here as well for anything you need. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.